Hi Taurus, welcome to my channel. My name is Kim. So today, Taurus, for your meditative session, I got the Ace of Wands and the Seven of Cups. And it was funny because it was from this deck that I saw it. So I don't know if you guys have... I feel like this new beginning might be either bringing you a lot of options. And I don't see that as a bad thing, but I do see like hesitation here with the Seven of Cups of like, which one am I supposed to pick? You know what I mean? Like what is right for me, right? And I feel like there's nothing wrong with this unless you hesitate too long, right? I feel like this new beginning has been gifted, right? And it's like, it's time to kind of move along with the energy. But I feel like you're kind of stuck in a, like exactly how he is with his hands out. Like, I don't know, like, am I, like, which one is the best one for me? Do you know what I'm saying? Like, they all look appeasing, I want to say. Which, again, I don't think is necessarily a bad thing. But it's like, I think you have to kind of use your intuition on this one. And it's going to take, like, I think maybe asking for help, like asking for guidance. I don't even mean from someone here. I mean, like, you know, just putting it out there in the universe. Like, yo, like, you know what I mean? Like, what am I supposed to be doing right now? What's best for me? I'm confused, right? And this hesitation comes, I think, because I feel like you're afraid to make a mistake. You're afraid to, you know what I mean? It's like, you don't want to make a mistake, so you'd rather just like sit there and wait. And I would say that like that could lead to another mistake. Do you know what I'm saying? Because the energy is to move, the energy is to flow. And if you stop, you're not going along with the energy, right? So you're being like a boulder in water. And what happens is like the water is going to end up pushing you anyway. Do you know what I'm saying? And it might not be in the direction that you chose. So like if you choose, you're 100% going to at least go in the direction of something towards you really want. But let's say you just let the tide take you, you might end up in another direction that you didn't really mean to go down. Do you know what I'm saying? And I feel like there's no need for it. I feel like, again, like there's, you know, it could be a divine detour, but I feel like more of the guidance would be like to try to hone in on like a decision, right? Try and hone in on like what it is. I mean, last Aries was about desires, right? It's like maybe you have Aries in your chart, but it's like deciding for you what's best, right? Because that's going to help you make the decision. I mean, it's like just don't get stuck. The warning is like not to get stuck in this energy, right? So yeah, Taurus, interesting energy. Let's pull some cards and see what we got. It's crazy, Taurus, because here we have you, right? And here we have the Ace of Wands. And it's so crazy because Aries ended on the same two cards. It was literally like boom, boom. And you guys have it reversed. And I find it interesting because I found it kind of connected because we were talking about desires in Aries, right? And with this, it's like the Seven of Cups, right? Which is like, we have to choose. We have to make a decision, right? And again, I feel like the energy is to move, right? The energy is to go with the flow. Like here you are, you can be, like here you are, the King of Earth, right? You're stable, you're grounded. Or at least maybe that's the energy you're giving off. But it's like, here I see mental conflict, right? So it's like, maybe the energy is to ground yourself, right? Maybe the energy is to, I feel like the energy is to go. Like the energy is to move. So for whoever this is, the energy is to move. Like there's some sort of fluidity here, like with the Ace of Wands. Do you see how even here, it's like there's movement in the fire, right? Like the fire isn't stagnant. I feel like the warning with this reading was the Seven of Cups, which was like, if you remain stagnant, you will go in a flow in a direction that you did not, maybe like the least desirable. Do you get what I'm saying? But I feel with same thing with Aries, the conflict, the only thing that can stop you is yourself, right? Like the mental conflict that this is giving you. And it's tied to your emotions. And the crazy thing is, we don't have any cups in this reading except for the emotions card. And I feel like, again, it's like emotions versus intellect this week. It's like, am I going to go towards what I love, or am I going to stay here in like a stagnant energy because I'm thinking too much about a situation? And we have, I feel like, a true pair here, right? With the crone and the sage. And I feel like, I don't know for who this is for, but I feel like this is what you want to move towards. Someone here wants to move towards, I want to say, a relationship, right? Because we have the cups here with the emotions, and we have, you know, a true pair here with the heaven and earth card, with the marriage contract in it, with the deep set roots, right? It's literally heaven on earth, 2 11s, right? And maybe someone here is afraid to be like to show there's something here about integrity, right? So it's like someone here is afraid. Maybe that's where the hesitation comes from. It's like someone has to be naked, right? Someone has to bare themselves. Someone has to be emotionally vulnerable, right? Somebody has to be like expose themselves, basically, right? And I don't mean like in a nude way. I mean in like expressive type of way. Like, you know, I care about this relationship. I would like to make this work. Like I would like, do you know what I'm saying? It's like there's something here about being vulnerable. And I feel like that's what the fear is, right? That's what the fear and the mental conflict is for whoever this is. It's like the fear of taking the leap, right? Because this is the maiden, right? She's setting off on the journey. So I feel like this is the energy that's possible for you if you decide to move, right? Even if you're not 100% sure of where it is that you're going, right? Use your emotions, right, to lead the way. And I feel like there's this, once you start to head in that direction, because this is like, once we head out, right? Because like, I feel like this is what you're afraid of for whoever this is, like who's trying to set out. Or maybe Taurus, you have someone that's connected to you that's trying to set out, right? But I do see a true pair here, and I do see like someone needs to come in with integrity. Someone needs to kind of come in with the energy of revealing how they feel, like revealing what they actually, you know, it's like something about your true nature, right? The true feelings, the real, like maybe there's something here about like the real information. There's something here that was like hidden. And I feel like someone has to come in with integrity. It could be like someone was hiding their feelings, or it could be someone was hiding a lot. There's something here that was like hidden that needs to be like exposed. I keep getting exposed. It has to be said. It has to be like, someone has to come in right? And it comes, like speaking the truth. It comes with like being honest, right? And I think it's like someone has to be honest about their feelings with the heaven and earth card. And it's like, once this person sets out, right, and decides like, yes, this is the direction that I'm going to head in, right? The energy that takes you is like, it's crazy. I feel like it's going to be fast, right? I feel like with a lot of these readings, it's fast energy. It's fire energy. It's like, you know, when you have a desire to do something and like, it gives you this adrenaline rush and you're like, I'm going to go do it. And then like logically you're like, well, I have to do 10 other things. And then you just stop doing it. And that adrenaline rush, like you decide like, I'm not going to go do that. Like, forget it, I'm too busy, I have to do this and this. And then the adrenaline goes down and you feel, you know, like that, it was like a boost of energy, right? I feel like you get that and then you stop, and you get that and then you stop. I feel like the energy for you is to just go do whatever it is that what you're like, again, procrastinate. It could be procrastination, I feel like, for some of you guys. I could be speaking to the masculine energy. I feel like there's an energy to like to get up and go, right? And I feel like once you go, you're going to be taken, like, quickly. Like, I'm thinking of, like, the ocean, like, when you go with the flow, right? Like, it's fast. Like, the wave can, like, push you quickly. It can push you easily, right? You just kind of go flying. And I feel like that's the energy, right? That's the movement that they want you to go. Like, that's the type of energy they want you to go in. It's like, yes, you have to go with integrity and honesty and truth. But at the same time, it's also, like, they want to help you, right? Like they're going to give you the aid, I want to say. There's a lot about like people trying to get to where they desire to be, and spirit like propelling it, right? Like they don't want to see the stagnancy anymore. They're like, let's just go get it. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, if that's what you really want, like, let's go. And that's what's going on right now. So yeah, I feel like someone, maybe it's the masculine energy, but someone is like faced with, like, I want to say a decision, right? Like with the Seven of Cups, someone's faced with like the choice of where they want this new beginning to be, and like where they want it to start, and where they're gonna put like this, like sow seeds, right? No pun intended. But yeah, it's like where am I gonna go? And I feel like emotions is what's gonna help this person make this decision. Like, this is to fight the mental conflict, right? To fight the mental conflict, go towards like what you desire, go towards like what your heart kind of tells you to do, right? Like, and I feel like spirit is like gonna be there to help you. And I feel it's just a crazy good reading, guys. Like really good energy. So let's pull some cards. Let's pull some advice cards for you, Taurus. So Taurus, I feel like with Bridget, the goddess of the eternal flame, I am an eternal flame, and each day my light grows brighter. Do you understand? Like, it's exactly like what this is, right? This Ace of Wands. It's like that flame that's starting. And I feel like that flame is meant to, how do I explain it? It's meant to help ignite you. It's like that adrenaline rush, right? It's like that, you know, when you get that adrenaline, like, I should just go do this. Let me go do it. Like, I want to go do this. Like, that's the energy that I'm feeling. It's like, I need to go towards this. So I need to get up and just like go do it, right? And it's like this flame, that like adrenaline is to keep you, it's like a step, right? And then you keep getting the rush as you keep continuing on towards what you're going towards. And that's like what they want you to feel. It's like as you go towards what you desire, like whatever it is that you desire truly gives you like a rush, right? It truly gives you like inspiration. It makes you feel like ignited, like ready to go. And it's like this person, that's what they want you to feel. It's like that's what's behind like that emotion. There's emotion behind that energy, right? It's not just an energy, right? It's not just a flame. There's something deep behind that energy, which is why it feels like that rush that you get when you think about this person, or that rush that you get when it's like, I should be moving towards this person, or I should talk to them, and I should tell them how I feel. That's that flame, right? That's like ignited, and they just want you to keep going, right? Like you stop yourself. I can feel it, and it's like me. I feel like I'm being like, the way I'm talking to you, I'm sorry. It's like, but I can feel you stopping yourself every time you're like going towards that thing. It's like you keep stopping yourself, right? And they want you to keep going. Every step you take leads, like, again, like the rush, right? It's supposed to get bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. It's not supposed to like come and then you like extinguish it, right? They want you to like go with it, right? Go with the flow, go with the energy, right? And I feel like this is the energy that you have to be in to like, to let the flame take you, right? To take each step, right? Like, do you see she's taking a step, but she's not looking? That's like porcupine spirit. Time for a beginner mindset. The mindset that you need to have right now is of like, you know what I mean? It's like when you really want to go to like go for a drive, or you really want to go get ice cream, and you're like, no, I have to do this, and this. It's like, no, like get up and go do it. Like stop fighting yourself on something. Like you don't have to know like where you're going exactly. Just take the leap, right? Like take the first step. Let the like again, it's like let the flame guide you, right? And it has a lot to do with this beginner mindset. It's like if you're thinking too much about this like if you think too much about it, the flame becomes extinguished, and you just like don't ever go do it. Do you know what I'm saying? And that's what this has become. And I feel like there's a lot of procrastination in this, Taurus. And it's like the last advice that you got was time for a deep dive, Swan Spirit, number 60. And this 6 is this number of love to me, right? So it's like there's a deep emotion behind where you're going, right? There's a deep, like that's validity enough to go towards what you want, right? This emotion. it doesn't have to be, like, it doesn't have to even make sense. It's just the emotion behind an action. There's love behind the action, right? And that's all there needs to be. I feel like I have to justify it for you. But it's like every time you forget where you're going towards, or like why you're doing it, or you try to talk yourself out of it, use this like as advice, right? It's like, one, to have the beginner mindset, to stop thinking about like all the things that could go wrong. And two, it's like, stop procrastinating, like, or stop conflicting yourself mentally with like justification for why you want to go do something. It's time for like a deep dive. Like, to me, means it's time to, you know, go deep and figure out what it is. Like, if you really do want something, or you really want a person, or you really want to go towards something, like anything that you want in your life, it takes you have to like notice it first, right? You have to like receive the energy first. Like, you have to accept it. That's the word. It's like, accept it. Like, you have to just accept the fact that that's what you're pulled towards. Accept the fact that it might not go how you want it to go exactly. It might actually be better, right? And it's like, take time to understand. Like, it's not even understand, it's accept the way you feel. Like, it's accept the way you feel, go towards, and then like go towards it, right? And spirit is gonna help you. Like, do you see how the fire is like radiating from her head? And it's like getting bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. That's the energy here, right? It's like the flame will keep growing if you keep walking towards it with your stuff, like with your actions and your feet, and like actual like energy, right? So yeah, Taurus, I really hope this reading helps you guys. I love you guys, and I'll see you guys next week. Bye.